Hey, what's up guys? Today I'm very excited to take a look at this monster of an air cooler. This is Be Quiet's new Dark Rock Pro 4 CPU cooler. This one's huge. I'm assuming it more or less should be able to compete with liquid coolers while looking good in its own way. However, a very strong selling point here is apparently it should be virtually inaudible. Is that true? I'm not gonna tell you yet. What I will tell you, however, is the price of this cooler. Right now it goes for like $80 US, so it's a pricey air cooler and not so ideal for tight budgets, that's for sure. In the box, we're getting installation guides in different languages, fan clips, all the mounting hardware along with some thermal paste, and super nice of Be Quiet to include a long magnetic screwdriver. Now, what at the same time scares and excites me is this epic dual tower design. Apparently, this Dark Rock Pro 4 should be able to handle a whopping 250 watt TDP, and the all-black look is something I truly love here, and Be Quiet rocks this one amazingly well. The top cover for one looks absolutely gorgeous, if I may say so, but what enthusiasts like myself, at least in terms of aesthetics, always love is when those aluminum fins are black ceramic spray painted. The one outer fan is a 120mm Silent Wings 3PWM fan, the one sandwiched in between a 135mm fan, additionally also providing some airflow to the VRMs of one's motherboard. And I sure do like the fact that Be Quiet's taking up the fight against vibration noise by adding those rubber pads onto the fins. Mounting and taking the fans off therefore is made a little more difficult, but there's no way you could experience vibration noise here at all. A total of 7 6mm thick heat pipes is what this cooler is equipped with, and a nickel-plated copper base. Every recent socket from Intel as well as AMD is fully supported. Well, except for AMD's TR4 Threadripper, that one's simply too gigantonormous. Now, as for the installation process, it went perfectly. No issues at all, very straightforward. And I would like to point out that all parts, such as backplate screws and brackets for this heavy cooler, are out of metal, so quality, it seems, is guaranteed here. Many air coolers this size usually lead to one big problem, that is memory clearance. With this Dark Rock Pro 4, to my surprise, it's a perfect fit. My two memory modules fit easily under the fan, and I even tried occupying all 4 DIMM slots, no issues, as long as you don't install crazy high-profile RAM, that is. Okay, fair enough, but what kind of performance can be expected from this kind of behemoth? Obviously some really good cooling performance, it seems. The Dark Rock Pro 4 sure is one hell of a beast in the realm of air coolers. Although if you care strictly for price to performance ratio, you probably should look elsewhere, since there definitely are cheaper alternatives available, most likely even by Be Quiet themselves. Now, while the Dark Rock Pro 4 can somewhat keep up with those liquid coolers I've tested, it does perform a little worse than those. And that's perfectly okay, but do keep in mind there are some extremely attractive deals available on the liquid cooler side. I'm speaking of Cooler Master's ML240L RGB, for instance. However, I believe what you're getting here is one of the most well-built and beautiful air coolers there is out there. Yeah, that's right, we may be living in the shiny world of RGB right now, but with this strong aesthetic appeal, in my opinion, there's absolutely no need for any kind of lighting here. Now, I'm not sure on this one, but I believe the main reason this specific air cooler, despite its size, doesn't outperform standard AIO liquid coolers is the fact that the fans are extremely quiet. Even at 100%, they're not to be considered loud, if you ask me. Believe it or not, this Dark Rock Pro 4 is the quietest high-performance CPU cooler I've ever had the pleasure of testing. However, if you, let's say, wanted to get even more cooling out of this bad boy, you would have to get either an additional fan or swap those Silent Wings fans out for some faster ones. By the end of the day, this has to be the greatest air cooler I ever tested, no doubt, at least when also taking aesthetic appeal into consideration, which I do, which is why I can definitely recommend the Be Quiet Dark Rock Pro 4, and I'm giving it my gold award. And as always, thanks for watching.